This might be one of the simplest exercises you can do with your dog, and it might be one of the most valuable if you have a dog that tends to be easily overstimulated, anxious, has no ability to cope, is whiny, etc., etc. So I often recommend to people who do private lessons to just go anywhere where there's stuff going on, like even just a gas station, a corner store, grocery store, anything, and just stand still with the dog and have them be still. It's also something, as you can see, that you can just do at home, like if your dog is like that even at home. So he had just come out of his kennel, so he was a little amped up. But that's pretty much his default, at least when going places. I know that because at drop off, that's all he did was run around and whine and pace because he's just so anxious and he can't cope with just being still. You'll notice in this video that he's very, very vocal. I think that part already went by. But I want to point out that that's not because he's in a ton of pain. Like, that's not what's happening here. You have to understand, when you have a dog that's super overstimulated and aroused and anxious, they're vocal. That's just how they are. So like I said, he was like that when he came in and there was nothing happening. He's just going around in circles crying because that's his nature. That's who he is. And so I was kind of using some pressure there to get him to stop scratching, because he's just scratching at his collars just because he's a mess. He doesn't know what to do, and he can't tolerate the collars. He can't tolerate being still, and so I'm just using a little pressure to ask him to settle. Pressure shuts off when he settles, and when I say pressure, I just mean with the leash. We're not using the e-collar for this right now. This is a very, very simple exercise. It only requires the leash and prong. We just use some pressure to get the dog to settle. If he pops up and starts pacing or whining, I'll use pressure or maybe a little pop for the whining if that's helpful. Whatever works. But we're just looking for this right here. And then we get up.